YouTube, today we're going to be breaking down Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer. Joe Bodybags Pyfer. Come on, man. This is going to be a great fight. I'm really excited for this. This is actually weirdly one of the first UFC fights I've been really excited for in a while. Let me take a look here at the past events. You know, I honestly like the Oliveira fight was whatever. I don't know. It wasn't a BMF. BMF I like, but I don't like it. It's whatever. It's probably the fight I've probably been most excited for since, like, Pantoja versus Van. Like, I was really excited for that. That was really fun. That was supposed to be a super, super fun fight. Obviously got cut short. Evlov Murphy was weird because I knew a finish wasn't going to happen. So it was kind of this weird state while I was watching this fight where it was like, this is just going to a decision. And, yeah, it was weird. It was like low cortisol maxing. I don't know how else to describe it. It was like, this doesn't feel like a fight. It feels like an advanced sparring session. It's kind of what it felt like to me. You know what I mean? But I'm weirdly excited for this fight. I've never really been a huge Adesanya fan. I always just like people who've done great things before. So, you know, Adesanya, obviously one of the goats of the sport. So I really appreciate whenever he fights. So I'm really excited for that. Joe Pyfer, you know, recently converted to Christianity. Really happy for him. That's great. You know, he sounds like a new guy in the press conference. You know, doesn't sound very salty, so that's good to hear. I don't know how much that matters to the fight. You know what I mean? We're not going to get into a religious debate here, but, you know, like, I am a Christian guy, but it's like, I don't know how much God cares about you winning or losing your fights. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, guys. I don't know. That could be heretical. I just don't. I don't really think so, because both guys are praying. Like, both guys are Christian. I mean, come on. I don't think God cares about UFC fights, really, to be honest. I think he cares about your soul. Okay, we're going to get off of this conversation. I don't want to, you know, but Jesus does love you, if you're wondering. So, starting off with Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pyfer. Israel does not lose in the big 2-6, guys. Come on, we know this. Israel only wins, especially against the Americans. So, we all are going to have Israel Adesanya winning this fight. We know this. No, but all right, being serious. This is a really tough fight for Israel Adesanya, okay? When I was going back, I watched his Strickland fight. You know, I watched his Imavov fight, and I've watched his DDP fight. The problem is he gets caught in every single fight. He gets caught, and he gets caught bad. And I don't think his chin can survive that. You know what I mean? Because at first I was originally going towards a Volk versus Lopez 2 style of fight. Is that Joe Pyfer simply is just not going to be able to get into him. Adesanya is going to win a boring decision, just being able to, you know, kind of crunch that lead leg and win with the jab, right? That was kind of my original thought process. But it's like, I don't know. I do believe that. Because I think the problem is a lot of MMA YouTube is picking Joe Pyfer. Okay, a lot of MMA YouTube is. And the thing, I always try to look in hindsight, right? If I can look back at this result, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so obvious. I think you see Adesanya win this fight, it'll be like, oh my gosh, why would I ever pick Joe Pyfer? And I think that's serious, guys. I think if you pick Joe Pyfer by knockout, okay, and it doesn't happen, you're going to feel like an idiot. You're going to feel like, why would I ever pick Joe Pyfer? Okay? I've watched his fights. His best win is Abus Magomedov. Okay? It's going to be the most hardcore, oh, why would I ever pick Joe Pyfer? Why did I not just pick the guy who is a 4-time defending champ, Israel Adesanya? Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I almost go after the guy who's almost a 2-time belt holder? This is ridiculous. So it's like, I'm just going to pick the easier option. Because if Adesanya loses, I picked one of the greatest guys to ever fight in the sport to win a fight, and he lost, and I was wrong. Okay? I'm more okay with that than picking Joe Pyfer, going out on a leg that I really can't stand on. Okay? And from what I've watched, I just can't pick Joe Pyfer. A guy who looked really bad against Kelvin Gastelum, okay, after the first round. Okay? Honestly, I had Pyfer winning, you know, 2 rounds to 1, and it's like, what are we talking about? But he did get a 10-8 the first round. So it's like, as long as Adesanya can survive the early onslaughts, I can imagine that he's going to be able to stuff his takedowns. Like, let's take a look at these grappling stats. Adesanya's takedowns effective is 76%. His takedown accuracy is 33%, so I'm not really high on Pyfer being able to take him down. So yeah, I'm gonna take Izzy. I think Izzy is just gonna be a little bit too much for him. I'm gonna take Izzy by decision. All right, on to the next fight, the fight that we all care about: Alexa Grasso versus Macy Barber. I know Alexa Grasso did win her last fight against Macy Barber. Yeah, just give me Macy Barber by decision. It just seems like one fighter is going down and one fighter is ascending, and I'm going to take the ascender, Macy Barber. Michael Chiesa versus Nico Price. If you've watched any breakdowns on this fight so far, they're setting up my man Nico Price, man. This isn't fair. Nico's taking this fight on like a week's notice to just get murdered. Like, this isn't nice. I know it's Michael Chiesa's retirement fight, but guys, this is bad. This is bad. We can all agree. Michael Chiesa is going to submit him in the second round. Maybe Nico Price can land a bomb. I kind of doubt it, though. I don't know. Michael Chiesa's, like, you really look at his record, it's kind of impressive. You know what I mean? I don't know why they've always gave him such favorable matchups his whole career. Like, they never really truly tested. I mean, they gave him tough matchups, but nothing was crazy. Like, they gave him Tony on this crazy losing streak. Kevin Holland, Sean Brady. I mean, these are all big fights. You know what I mean? Never really kind of disrespected him. This was a draw. Is that what it's saying? I'm going to assume. But, yeah, you know, Michael Chiesa, he's always just been, wow, after they fought at the press conference, he lost. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I'm just going to take Michael Chiesa by round 2 sub. I think he's just going to give him to the, maybe even round 1. I'm going to be honest. All right, Julian Erosa versus Larian Douglas. I've never watched Larian Douglas fight. And just because of that, and it's his debut, I don't know why he's on the main card and as the featured fight. But I'm just going to go with the guy who's fought in the UFC before. He's 31-13. Got to be a crafty vet. I'm going to go Julian Erosa by decision. Okay. Mansour Abdul Malik versus Yusuri Belgario. You know, I've always felt like Mansour was always a little bit of a fraud. I can't lie. I always felt Mansour was always a little bit on fraud watch, okay? You know, I've watched his last couple fights, and I've never really been that impressed. I mean, are we really taking a decision win against Cody Brundage that high? I don't know. I'm not. Ludovic Klein. That's not Ludovic Klein. That's not Klein. Sorry. I don't know. Sorry. But, yeah, give me... I actually think that Yusuri is going to fluke him. Give me Yusuri Belguri by first round knockout. Okay? Give me Yusuri Belguri by first round knockout. Same kind of idea here, except completely different. I think Terrence McKinney he's just going to go to war every fight, and this fight he's going to finish the guy in the first round by submission. Okay? I got a lot of first round finishes on this card. I think this could be a hood classic of a card. Okay, Ignacio Bahamondes. By the way, these are the 2 easiest fights to predict ever. I'm just going to go through it really quick. Ignacio Bahamondes is going to knock out this guy in the first round. What's up with them matching him up with Azerbaijanis? They did that with Fiziev. I guess he's trying to get his Azerbaijani get back. That's kind of funny. And give me Chase Hooper by first round submission. Chase Hooper's really good. He just got caught. Okay, he didn't get dominated, though. He got
Today
caught.
we're going to be breaking down the...
Sorry, that was my last video that just finished rendering. All right, Marcin Tybura versus Tyrell Fortune. You know, there's levels to this game, and whenever you look like that and you're built like this, you know what I mean? Whenever you're built like this, it's really hard for you to lose, okay? It's really hard for you to lose. So give me Marcin Tybura by decision, okay? He's just going to lay on top of him. It's probably going to be the most boring fight of the year, but... I don't know why this isn't the featured fight. Like, this should be the featured fight. It's the number 8 guy ranked in heavyweight. This is, like, kind of a big fight. This is kind of a big deal, guys. Why is that? I don't know. Why is Ignacio... But this is a great 3 straight leg for for the prelims. This is insane. This is like this could be a pay-per-view. Not really. But this is ridiculous to be on the prelims. This is ridiculous. Okay, Casey O'Neill versus Gabriel Fernandez. Again, I am a supreme WMMA enjoyer. I know she's had a long time off, but give me Casey O'Neill by decision. All right, Navo Sterling versus Bruno Lopez. I'm actually really impressed with Navo Sterling. I like his striking. He's just an all-around guy. He kind of just does it all. Give me Navajo by second-round knockout. By the way, on the last card, I was 10 for 3, so you might act like I don't know ball knowledge. I was 10 for 3. Okay. All right, Ricky Simone versus Adrian Yanez. This is a coin flip fight. It's just the way these two guys fight. They're always kind of weird and fluky with the way that they fight. I'm just going to take Ricky Simone by decision. Yeah, that's all I need to say about that. Alexia Thainara versus Bruna Brazil. I did not know Bruna Brazil looked like that. She had an interesting look to her. I'm going to take Thainara, though, by sub round 2. Why is she so smiley? That's a scary look, dude. That's scary. What the hell? Yeah, Thainara's going on a title run, okay? She looks... Yeah, don't come around me, bro. You look scary, dog. All right, but anyways, that's my UFC Fight Night Adesanya versus Pyfer predictions. Let me know what you think in the comments below about who wins this fight. Give me Adesanya by decision. I won't feel stupid, though, if Pyfer wins. I won't. I'm going to fence it this, but give me Adesanya by decision. However, if Pyfer does win, he's not going to... I don't think Pyfer can out-decision Adesanya, okay? I think this fight goes a lot the way that the Hermanson fight goes, and I think Pyfer's just going to be shown levels. So let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys later.